all to myself. That's why you get off the tourist trail. I'm heading to the waterfall at the end of my street. Okay, technically it's not at the end of my street, it's at the end of the street across the road. But that street's just a continuation of my street. There just happens to be a road cutting through it. It's called Tembok Barak Waterfall. The term for waterfall in Bahasa Indonesia is air terjun. When I say my street, I mean where my accommodation is. I checked in yesterday, I filmed a walkthrough. Take a look at that now. Welcome to Kopi Bali House. I like that there is an area you can ride your bike in, you can be undercover, and you can lock this gate behind you. And this is what it looks like inside. Lounge room, big couch, TV, fan. I really like that because I find that too much time spent in AC really gets into my sinuses and that affects my sleep. In the bedroom, there is a king-size bed and there is AC. Outside, we've got dining table for 4 and a full kitchen, bar fridge, kettle. There is a toaster down in that cupboard, tea, coffee facilities, gas hob for cooking, and if you're an air fryer fan, there's even one of those. Then there is the pool. Your very own private pool. Last but not least, it seems everyone wants to check out the bathroom. Oh, there's a sink there, and this is the bathroom. Pretty standard Western toilet. And this whole place will set you back about 55 Australian dollars per night. There's always an ascent to a waterfall, and I love the anticipation when you can quite clearly hear it, but you can't yet see it. And there's our first glimpse. I had zero expectations. Sorry, I'm not looking at you. It's a rather precarious path I'm walking now. I had zero expectations. I didn't know whether this would be a little trickling thing that some people think is cool, or whether it'd be huge. That is powerful. Berenang, I know, means swimming. Bawah is underneath, so underneath the waterfall. I'm going to pick that with my basic Indonesian saying, don't swim, it's dangerous to swim right underneath the waterfall. And I believe it. From here, it is camera on a tripod for a while. I'm just gonna navigate my way in and enjoy it for a little bit. Then I might come back, grab the camera and give you a little more point of view action close up. There's no better alarm clock than that. I'm awake now. I'm trying to take you a little bit closer, but all 4 limbs are required to get much further. We'll try. I'm actually putting myself in peril trying to navigate this holding a tripod in one hand. But I'm sure you get the idea by now. I'll just give you one last sweeping shot to soak it all in. And I just want to reiterate, all to myself! That's why you get off the tourist trail. Thank you, Tembok Barak Waterfall. Just heading out now, and I've been here an hour and 20. Still haven't seen anybody. Again, apologies, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm traversing some treacherous terrain. Just for a little more context about the location, so this is right near my accommodation, and we are in the Sambangan area of Sukasada, which is in Buleleng Regency, and we're 10 minutes that direction from Singaraja, the capital of Buleleng Regency, and we're about 15 or 20 minutes ride that way from Lovina, which is well and truly on the tourist trail. I'm in two minds about whether I go check it out. Maybe I should. And the maybe I should part is to give it a second chance. I have been there before. My wife and I were staying at an accommodation which turned out to be a very hands-on place. By hands-on, I mean it was all about the Instagram, the kind of place where you've just woken up and your face looked like mine did before I got in amongst the water, and you're having breakfast and the staff are asking, can we take a photo of you having breakfast for our social media? No, you can't. I look like a bag of So we escaped that place and headed straight for the coast, which the nearest coast to us was Lovina. It was low season. As soon as we got there to a place where we could park the motorbike, like a zombie apocalypse, hawkers came from everywhere wanting to sell us stuff. It was quite overwhelming. No longer convinced I'm on the right path. There's worse places to be lost though, right? Anyway, we then escaped from Lovina. So that's been my only experience with it. I know that as tourist places go, it's pretty tame. So Lovina, you might get a second chance with me tonight. Incidentally, if you do Lovina, I will Gojek it there. Good thing about this area, Sambangan, is it's close enough to both Kota Singaraja and Lovina that there are plenty of Gojek options, cars, bikes, and food delivery if you want it. Why would I be getting a car or a bike? Maybe I'll sip on a beer or two. Oh yeah, I forgot about the steps. All of the steps. There is a certain level of fitness and agility required to visit this waterfall, and now that the adrenaline of the waterfall experience has worn off, I've discovered a few cuts, scrapes, bruises that I don't remember getting. They obviously happened in amongst the euphoria of the moment. Euphoria, it's a hell of a drug. This is the street that the waterfall is at the end of, and that's my street over there, Gang Kopi, Coffee Lane, and that's why the accommodation is called Kopi Bali House. But I'm not going home just yet. I'm going to go grab some breakfast. Plenty of people heading into and out of this place, so this is going to be my breakfast place. They do a variety of things, and that's precisely what I'm going to have, a variety of things. How good does that look? I'm not going to give you a blow-by-blow description, but it's a great way to start the day. We've got a bit of everything here. We've got egg, we've got kentang, potato, fried chicken, tempeh, various veggie, sambal. going to get into it. Terima kasih ibu-ibu semuanya, Pak. That breakfast, which was big and satisfying, plus a coffee, set me back 25,000 rupiah, which is about 225 in Aussie dollars. So here's a hot tip when you're in a town that you haven't been to before and you need the local information. Who's in town that talks to everybody all the time and knows what's going on? People like Mambo. And siapa nama anda? Pasat.
Yeah.
Hey, Pasat. Thank you for the information,
Yeah.
Mambo. Barbers know what's going on. These guys are at fabulous barbershop and tattoo upstairs, yeah? And so if you need a haircut and a tattoo, get yourself to these guys in Singaraja. I was hitting them up for information on where to go see some bands and cool place to have some drinks with locals. Now I'm gonna go get something that Aussies would be familiar with and might find somewhat surprising because it's something that maybe you thought Australia had a monopoly on. Up and down this road, I've noticed a lot of places with signs saying that they're selling tuak. If you're not familiar, tuak is a fermented sap from palm trees. And I've had it before, but what I haven't had before is the particular way that this is served to take away. Siapa nama anda? Ketut.
Yes, ketut is the warung tuak.
Let's meet Ketut.
Balinese drink.
Okay, this is
This
Ketut.
nice drink. This name tuak.
Yes.
Balinese drink strong 20% alcohol.
So at this place, there's two varieties: the asam, which means sour, and manis, which means sweet. And the difference is how further along it is in the fermentation process.
What do you want best?
Asam.
Sweet, it is the strong.
Asam.
Asam.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but they.
This gentleman here, dying to get my attention.
Only here.
Oh, sorry, left hand.
Tester. Good. Nice.
Bagus.
Bagus, mantap.
Saya mau ini, 20 ribu.
20 ya.
Mm-hmm.
You want here?
Yep. Bungkus ya?
Yeah.
Yeah. Setengah. Yeah, okay, he's having the half and half. So, 22%.
Yeah.
Ini
15.
15. 22%, 15%. All right, this guy's classy. He's getting it to take away in a jug. Oh, no, saya dengan motor. But tapi makasih. Makasih. This is the bit that's interesting for the Aussies. So pay attention, Aussies. You thought we were the only ones that did wine in a bag? Not true.
This more free.
Oh.
Okay.
Terima kasih.
Kenalan ya.
Mungkin masalah besok.
Yeah. You more study
besar.
bahasa, okay? You more study bahasa.
Saya
Bahasa Indonesia is good, ya.
saya belajar.
You could speak Indonesia, ya.
Oh, sedikit.
Long time.
Little.
Oh, saya belajar mungkin 3 bulan. 3 bulan. Satu kata.
You good genius your language Indonesia, you perfect.
Thank you. Wine in a bag.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. Tuak time. If you like a scrumpy cider or any sweet kind of alcohol at all, then you'll probably enjoy the manis tuak. That's manis, sweet. If you're more of a white wine drinker, if you are a salt and vinegar chips fan, or you really like your acidic things, citrus on your food, etc., then you'll probably prefer the asam, which means sour. Now, there is a sourness to it. It's not just dry, like a dry white wine. There is a sourness. And how would I describe that sourness? If you've ever made bread, that sour yeasty smell when you're making the dough or when the dough is rising. Or if you've ever brewed beer, again, that sour yeasty smell. There's a similar taste to that smell in the Tuak Assam. But yesterday I got a half and half, settinga, half sweet, half sour, and it was still too sweet for me. And this one, even though it's billed as Assam, it's really not that sour at all. It's very pleasant. I'm drinking it cold. I've had it in the fridge. I'd also happily drink that on ice, whereas I have tried some that are truly sour and not the tastiest of Tuaks, and they're the ones that you really just chug to get it down fast so that you bypass the taste buds. I'm on the way to a beach that I can't tell you the name of. Not because it's a secret, but because I legitimately cannot remember the name of it. It was a sunset recommendation from Mumbo at the barber shop. Uncharacteristically, I'm the passenger, not the driver, and uncharacteristically, I'm not wearing a helmet. Don't talk to me about it. Talk to the driver. Why was I even on the back of a bike? Because I don't know where this night might take me. One of the places it might take me may serve alcoholic refreshments. And just as Mumbo promised, it's just a nice little place where locals come to chill. I already met these guys. There are kids and families, there are couples, there are lads standing around their motorbikes, there are fisher folk galore. Haven't seen anyone reel one in yet. Oh, I forgot to tell you the name of the place. And the reason I remembered it is because it's actually written, it's too many syllables for my brain. Penimbangan, Pantai Penimbangan, that's what it's called. There's a strip of eateries here. There's not too many people about at the moment. I'm not sure whether that's because it's not a popular place or whether maybe I'm just a little bit early. I've just come across this place. Looks pretty fancy. Not sure it's my scene, but there are people in there. That's a thing. That looks pretty chill. The further I walk along, the more variety of places that I discover. These ones are right at the waterfront. It even butts right up against rice fields. The vibe is very mellow, and I do like it. There's a fine line between mellow and low energy. I did pass some places on the bike on the way here. A lot more neon and a lot more bintang and Singaraja beer signs. So I guess it might be about a 10-minute walk back towards town from here. That's always an option. I've just been invited to sit. Oh, hang on a minute. There's a lovely view. As I was saying, just been invited to sit. Kecil arak, bu, kecil. Well, the generosity of strangers puts me 2 drinks in with no food in my belly. Unfortunately, you don't get to meet those kind strangers. We were sitting right next to a speaker playing copyright music, so YouTube would smack me on the hand. Lovely guys though. G'day and katut. If you like chicken and you like spicy, ayam geprek is the dish for you. I'm pretty sure you know ayam means chicken. Geprek, a couple of translations I've seen. One is crushed, but the other is punch. The point being it's very spicy and it will either crush you or give you a good punch in the face. I love a punch in the face. when it comes to my spicy food. Came past this place earlier. It was jam-packed at the time. We're at Warumbuyogi. And although there are less people here now, I'm confident the kitchen has been cranking it out and things are fresh. I have officially managed to clear the place out. All except for Happy Anjing with a waggly tail, who's no doubt waiting for a little bit of my ayam geprek and might regret his life choices when he gets that spice. And by spicy, I mean spicy. As I walked back the way that I came, things had certainly livened up. There were a lot more people about. There was also a lot more music about. You may or may not know, if there's copyright music in the background of your video, YouTube won't let you upload it. So I headed off. I've just been down this street, which I came down on the motorbike on the way here, and I'd spotted a couple of bars, but they are dead as a doornail. Nothing going on. Then I thought, how far am I from my accommodation? Google Maps tells me it's an hour and 9 minutes walk. I can do that. So I thought, I'm just gonna walk back, see what I see, meet who I meet along the way. But I have already had a couple of close calls with these. I can't even see the bottom of the one in front of me. I'm gonna press on for a little bit. If there are too many more near misses, I might grab myself a Gojek. A beacon in the night, two things I like. Well, three if you count the beer. Thwarted, and not the first time I've been caught out this way. I'm gonna tell you so that you don't get caught out this way. A lot of the beer companies, Bintang, draft beer, like to provide signs for places. And just because there's beer on the sign doesn't necessarily mean that there's beer in the menu or beer at the shop. This was one of those situations. Yeah, I'm sure it was cheap. I'm sure I could chill there, but I couldn't chill there with the cheap beer. I'm officially out of footpath. And back in my day, any Australian kid was taught when you're walking on the road, you walk in the direction of the oncoming traffic so that you can see what's coming, no surprises coming behind you. But I've had enough experiences in Bali in the past where when you do that, you're just constantly getting beeps. I can't remember who I asked, but I did ask someone sometime and said, hey, when you're walking on the road, do you walk in the same direction as the traffic or against the traffic? And they said, same direction as the traffic. So with no footpath, not a great deal of street lighting, and kind of not wanting to break social norms, I'm not so comfortable with this walk anymore. So I'm gonna get me a Gojek. But I've had the opportunity to sort of reroute, and yeah, it's dark, but I'm on a far, far quieter road, and I'm just gonna keep trucking, because sometimes you find beacons in the night. What is this? Like a moth to a flame. Look what I found. Well, it turns out everyone in that place was out of their mind drunk. Even with my crappy Bahasa Indonesia, I couldn't get any sense out of anyone. And I don't even think someone who could speak Indonesian or Balinese would have got any sense out of them. And it was a little bit piano player in the saloon stopping when I walked in. Not that that in itself was an issue, because usually you can smooth things over, but yeah, most people were sitting down because I very much doubt that they could stand. I get that this may not be some people's idea of fun. I get a bit of a kick out of it, frankly. This channel kind of promises to take you off the tourist trail. I wouldn't even know how to get to the tourist trail from here. Now we're just on a nice street amongst pretty fancy houses, actually. And by fancy house, I mean fancy. Check this place out. Now we're headed uphill. I'm comforting myself knowing that there are 2 icy cold beers and about 1.5 liters of Tuak in the fridge. I think once I get up there, I know precisely where I am, and I'm probably about 20 minutes from home. I'm on the home stretch now. I reckon 10 minutes to go. Nearly there. There is a bat flying around. You know, when you choose to have a night out as a solo traveler in a place without tourism and without expats, you're going to win some and you're going to lose some. And thankfully, I win more than I lose. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. Is this the way? It is the way. Man, check this out. I didn't realize how cool Kopi Bali House looked at night. Anyway, as I was saying, you win some, you lose some. Winning requires the kindness and openness of strangers to invite you into their circle in a social situation. And tonight that just didn't happen. That's not a reflection on the people of Singaraja. It just didn't happen tonight. But we got to hang out, and I thank you for that. Thank you for watching. If you're a subscriber, I will see you again soon. If you are not yet a subscriber, but you enjoy this kind of day in the life in Bali, in a place without tourism or expats video, have a look at this one here, and I might see you again soon too.